Please don't wipe out a snowbank.
She's dead.
Welcome to video number 2. So, at the beginning of this video, we are headed to the store we need to go to in order to get the final piece of the puzzle for the gas and oil carrier. We have the product designed, and we're going to go back to the shop. We're going to make it really quick, and then we're going to take the piece that we're going to purchase and put it together and go and install it on the tractor or hook it up and kind of see what we think. So this is, again, if this is confusing to you and you haven't seen the first video in the series where we kind of explain what the series is, I would go back to that video and watch that one first. But yeah, this is the start of the second video of the series. We're going to the store, and you will see what store we're going to when we get there. We're here. I wouldn't say I trust everything from Harbor Freight, but as someone that was 22 years old with $60,000 in tool debt with Snap-on and Mac, this Icon stuff, the experience that I've got with it's pretty good. But that's not what we're here for. Let's get what we need and get back to the shop. Here it is.
Hey, you have to do this one first.
Yes, sir. Punch swap. Send it right there. There we go. That's so adorable.
That's the only one I can find.
This is 9/16 wrench.
Yeah, that's what you asked for.
There's one right here.
Okay, well, I brought you what you asked for.
I appreciate that.
I know it's not what you wanted, but I brought you what you asked for. You absolutely know it's not what you wanted.
9/16 ratcheting wrench is what was requested.
And that's what you got.
9/16 ratcheting wrench is what we got.
Oh, you know what you didn't put in there?
What's that?
Fucking clean out holes. Stretch holes. Wedge holes.
I don't think we don't have the room in this one. That was an addition for this one.
Well, it would still be good for draining water and stuff, though.
Well, this is just version 1.
Well,
it's not perfect. We can't be perfect all the
Well,
time.
we forgot it is what I'm saying.
We did, yeah. We need to take this one off, and then we need to explain this one to the people watching.
Okay, well, I think it's on.
Yeah, it is on.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, remember when I asked you for a 9/16 ratcheting wrench? This is going to be faster if we use an impact.
If you have the right socket, it is.
We had the right socket very close. That's a little excessive.
It's also raw dry. More than likely.
It's not the wrong drive.
Oh, that's the half-inch gun?
This is that little miniature
half-inch gun?
Milwaukee half-inch gun. Yeah.
Groovy.
I can hold this. This isn't a retention edited YouTube video. This is a recording and documentation of the process of what we really experience when we're going through the designing of this process. So to some of you it may be kind of long and boring, and to that I'm sorry, but this is real. So here's the bracket. I'm going to throw it on here quick. I'll take the camera and I'll walk you through what it is we did and what our reasoning was for doing it. Do you want to come and I've only got 2 hands and I need more. Thanks. But that doesn't mean I'm not willing to fast forward through some parts that really have no value. All right, so let's sit over. Let's grab the camera, get it a little closer. So this is the thought process. You just saw we're Harbor Freight. We got a couple of these straps. These are much longer than we're going to need, but this is at least the concept. I found an American company that builds those custom for your specifications, and they're relatively affordable, and I think they're going to work good for this. But in here, we designed 2 little holes. Now we're going to take the strap, we're going to take it out, we're going to thread it back through those 2 holes, and then we're going to finish bolting this all together, and that's going to pinch the strap back in here and cause the strap to be captured so it can't fall out. But then no matter what we put in here, we can kind of clinch it to that back wall. All right. Straight strap. Actually, isn't this just kind of just... That's okay. This may have been easier to do first. Definitely easier to do first. But it worked. I'll put it through there with a twist.
I'm shocked.
It's gonna work though, so we'll go for it. You want to grab a lighter from Mike? He's got one. Because we're gonna want to cut this strap down and burn the edge. Last bolt. Got a lighter there? Perfect. Do you have any of that hardware left in your pockets?
No, I put them on the bracket. It's right there on the floor.
What do we have on the floor?
Bolt.
Oh, last bolt. I've got to put my foot in my mouth a little bit here. I definitely used that little mini ratchet wrench that Andrew brought me. Probably didn't need to, but I did, and it did work well, so sorry, Andrew. Right here, I'm just tightening up the bolts to hold this in place, get this snug, and then we'll move on. Okay. Well, there's no chance of this sliding, right? Perfect. Cool. Now we test? Oh. I'll wait to cut this. I'm struggling here. What's up, Boom? Shop dog's talking to us. There. I don't know. I mean, it's secure. Tractor's not usually traveling at a high rate of speed. Know what?
We're not known for top end.
This is a square with the Midwest can. Now, this Briggs can is a little bit bigger, right? I think the answer is definitely to leave that thing attached.
The gas can's empty too, so.
The gas can is empty, yeah, it's true. We might want to make these a little taller.
You got room in the press to do that.
Now this one sits, it's designed for this size jug to sit in this direction. and a lot tighter, not having that back and forth movement. Want to come check it out, Clayton?
Check it.
Come check it out.
Where's the, oh, it's behind all of it?
Yeah, so
We
it
don't use that.
runs back here and it's pinched, so this can't come out.
Right, yeah, I was gonna mention that last night. I didn't know if you had one that had the plastic adjuster. I was gonna say you could put it up against there so it wouldn't come out, but that is a lot better of an idea.
What plastic adjuster? Oh, that, the little, yeah. Well, that was my original thought when we were talking about it last night, was to punch in through the side here and then go across the back and have one of those plastic adjusters so it wouldn't come out.
Right.
And then as I was looking at it, I realized that when we did that, it was going to cause the gas can to get pulled away from this backing plate rather than pulled into it. And the only way that we could pull into it is get the strap on the other side of it. Right. And the gas can itself is empty.
Right, yeah.
I think this bottle works better because it gets rid of the side-to-side movement. Mm-hmm. Where if we use like this one,
You're gonna have a little.
yeah, and then you tighten it up, this can shift.
Now, are these pretty much universal for everybody using different oils and stuff? That's what you did, just bought all
Well,
these?
yeah, that's what we did is we went and
Get
we
a
bought
different
all
idea.
of these to find out what the container sizes out there were.
Right.
You know, we have the sample of our region in this state, and we serve an audience in every state. So
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. That was the reason I made I made the poll to ask people what they use.
Yeah. And that's why I figured you went and bought a variety of shit to figure out,
Yes,
which is a good thing.
you take this.
Now, is this short enough without, like, go ahead and pull these out for a second. Not long enough to catch the tire or nothing, right? No. Shouldn't hypothetically be.
On this tractor, no. On other tractors, it might be something people need to watch out for.
Right, I would say if it was somehow way formed that way.
Right.
Just something to think about, you know?
For sure.
But I do like going across there. I was gonna bring that up last night, but I completely forgot about it.
I almost wonder. No, that won't do it. I was thinking coming through the back side and then coming up through the front and then back out the back again, but that wouldn't solve the problem. It wouldn't pinch the strap in there. Like this is pinched in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's your best.
Ethan's gonna bring his snowmobile down because he's already got a chainsaw carrier on it. He's gonna bring his snowmobile down and we're gonna mount one of these to the back of the sled. And then we're gonna stick a camera on it and he's just gonna go ride and do his thing and we're gonna see how it does with like some real nasty bumps. And after this nice warm melt we're having where it's 50 degrees, I'm sure the trails are gonna be in really rough shape when it gets colder.
Yeah. Very.
What gas can didn't we try yet? Oh, we did this one. This doesn't decide, right? No. And then just fit the round one. I mean, it fits with that one. That's a tight squeeze with that one. It works.
I'm gonna be that guy. I don't see one for a circle gas can.
For a circle gas can?
Round gas cans?
Yeah. The big round gas cans?
No, I got a 2.5 gallon. I got 3 2.5 gallon ones.
I had a couple comments of people asking for 2.5 gallon, and that really it does make sense. That's borrow oil, borrow oil. What are we doing there? I don't think this one's.
Now, you might have already thought of this and maybe not have thought about this. Well, what about holes for a bungee? Are you just
Top?
Yeah, are you just gonna leave
Well,
that for somebody else to?
We're still in the.
Right, that's why I said I
Testing
didn't know if
phase.
you thought about it, because I know that the hook coming through here, the hook would stick into whatever it is and then rubbing or whatever.
This can doesn't fit.
No.
No, look at the size of it. It just doesn't fit down in there. And I realized that if I accommodated this can, none of the other ones, like it would be
fit
just
nice.
way too big. So I left this one out.
And you cut it back, right?
Yeah, it's
to the
short.
measurements?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and it might even be a little bit long yet. We haven't run into any that are tight, and I would like whatever our deepest configuration is between these 3 cans and the jug. Right there. That one is right on the edge, so it's where it's supposed to be. So we grabbed this straight strap from Harbor Freight,
Straight from China?
straight from China.
I had the little Chinese kid making them.
I'm posting this, so be careful what you say.
Is it on now?
Yes, it is.
It's been on.
It's been on since you walked over here. I have to bleep out a couple of your words, but other than that,
Why did you say
because it's behind the scenes content. It's real. It's raw. It's not supposed to be like an on camera thing.
beep, 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 beep?
Yeah, it's the documentation of what really happened in the development of this product. Where was I going? Oh, strap. So I sent you that link last night. That U.S. manufacturer that makes those straps, and they do the custom ones. So I placed an order. I still have to call and pay for it, which I wanted to test this before I called and ordered any. But I was going to order 5. They're 3 foot long. It's actually a diamond plate. So it's not a flat. This is a flat strap.
Right.
The one that I ordered is I think it's a tube, and it's flattened down as a tube. It's ridiculously strong, way overkill. But I wanted to go with high quality.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got a black resin coated stainless steel buckle,
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll
or this
last.
one. And then it's got the diamond plate pattern on the strap.
We're recording. Don't swear. I already did.
Yeah, don't swear because I got to bleep it out. But you're welcome to come on in, look at it, talk about it. We're doing a little behind the scenes testing content.
Gasoline.
Yeah, so bar oil and gas to go with the chainsaw and the chain box.
I like it. That's a recent, the one you just made.
That's the one that we just made, yeah. And the Toolbox one is the one that got all of the traffic and the attention, and then people were asking for this one.
Gotcha.
Just so you guys know, you're closer to the microphone than I am. So if you're whispering back there, it's going to pick you both up.
So what was the point where you put the files in? What part of that?
So that was on the Toolbox carrier. We're going to have a void back here. So on V2 of that, we're going to cut some extra locations for files and wrenches. And I may drop in some holes here. I might as
I like
well.
that.
I was thinking of that when I came out and looked at it. I was like, but then again, you got your tire that's gonna.
'Cause that's about
That's true.
If you keep it
yeah.
close, if you keep it close, then you're gonna have to push
Well,
your
the-
gas cans out.
And the problem with keeping it close is you can't really squeeze into it anymore.
Yep. And then like me, I carry 1 quart containers for bar oil. A lot of times I don't buy the bigger ones because I don't.
Someone else made a comment of it would work where I only need a quart of bar oil for a gallon of gas, and I'm like, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
But I've never bought bar oil in a quart.
Yeah.
I've only ever bought it in a gallon, so I kind of made the internal assumption that everyone else was like me, stupidly. So you're a quart person too.
Yes, I don't do as much with firewood like probably you guys would if you were taking the chainsaw.
I've only done a quart because Jess gets it from work.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I've done a quart.
So you're a quart person too. Andrew, quart or bar or gallon?
Gallon.
Gallon.
If I had it my way,
Gallon.
I would do a gallon because you're gonna have more on hand. But
Yep.
like I said, I can't beat the price of the quarts, so that's the only reason why I got the quarts.
Yep. Every Nelson Tree Service, they use those. We had
Gallons.
Yep,
Yeah.
gallons. Always gallons.
I always remember my grandfather gallon, my dad saying gallon.
But that was commercial, kind of like a commercial wood.
Yeah, I mean they're
all
a tree company.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer to get over there.
Yep. They'd have a
So-
tanker truck with anything.
I used to carry a gallon and then a 2.5 gallon of gas, and I would tie the two of them together with a rope, and then I would just be able to throw it on my shoulder and walk. Because when I was out cutting, I didn't bring something with me most of the time. Because when I was doing it, I was cutting to supply my father's sawmill.
Right.
And we were cutting pine stands, so we would just go from pine tree to pine tree to pine tree, and we'd knock them down, limb them, and then cut them to length. And you would go through numerous tanks of gas before you touched the piece of equipment.
Right.
But to save space on this, I opted for gallon, figuring if I'm giving someone a gallon storage, then it's significantly better than what's in their chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like my 500i will go through a tank of gas in a matter of minutes. Like that thing eats
That
gas.
thing is insane.
I wonder how long you could go with a gallon. Still probably not that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say that thing's an animal.
You'll be refilling your gallon jug at lunch. Now, do you mix up gas 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons at a time?
No, I get the already mixed stuff in the.
So you get the canisters. What do you do for your mixed gas?
I pre-mix.
You mix it yourself.
Yeah.
What size jug?
2.5 gallons.
2.5.
Yeah, about that size.
That's one.
Oh, that's one. Okay.
one.
A little bit. Well, that's then 1 gallon.
1 gallon's what you do. The little container of premix.
Yeah. Yep.
I've always done 5, but that was back when I was running a chainsaw a lot more. Now I'm probably going to be over here with Clayton with a bottle of stuff because I use my chainsaw very sparingly.
Gotcha.
And I
But-
can't beat the price how I get it, so.
I'll be
Yeah, if you have any extra, I'd be happy to take some.
right. I'll be using it a lot more because I got more trees.
Yeah.
You do firewood, so I'll be bringing in firewood soon.
This might be a crazy idea.
I like crazy
And
ideas.
it's probably not feasible or even happen, but. Earphone.
Yeah,
That's where that is?
I noticed
I've been
that.
missing that right earbud. That's a right earbud.
I was gonna pick it up when we were done.
We'll put it in the case.
What about something like that? Get your same here, and then you can put a toolbox up there or something.
Grab the chainsaw.
Make it higher.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that was there.
Well, still keep your thought
I mean, you can change it and put it over here. Right, yeah.
So most of our customers are going to run this configuration where they've got a chainsaw here,
Yeah, it's
and they've got the chain box behind it, and then bolting into it on this space.
Uh-huh.
I would say if we were to, when we sell these, this is likely how it'll be set up for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you can get that bend in there anyways, even if you were to do this same thing just across the top with another rack of.
You probably could.
Would you be able to get that?
Yeah, you could. You'd be referencing this side against the press brake, and this side would already be bent, and you would only be able to go the length of this flange. So you could kick it out to here
Right.
with another shelf above this, but it kind of makes getting in there.
It
It
does.
stops this from coming up and out.
Right. And then, that's what I was saying, maybe
But what
not,
about with a spout?
maybe not so tight, but like a little higher that
You
way.
can't go any higher than
Right,
the top of the chainsaw.
right.
So you're going to be limited to right here. So you might run into issues with the spout.
Where's my paper towel holder?
Is the hardware orientation permanent too?
I think-
how the nuts are out on this side and on this side. Would these be able to be flipped around on this one?
Yeah, you could flip them around on that side over there. I put them in this direction so the gas can could sit up against the round side of the nut.
Right.
Or the round side of the bolt and not the
Because
nut.
I'm thinking like a thing with kind of like a plug that you'd stick down in here that would wrap around these bolts to hold it in place, and then just have a few holes there to wedge file right there next to the saw even.
Well, you'd have a tough time wedging things down into here because it's designed to hold chain.
Yeah.
So it's going to be full to the top with
Oh, it's
chain.
all the way to the top. Okay.
I would imagine that most people are going to likely have it pretty
You
full.
could do that top
20
of
foot
half
or
and half.
50 feet of chain or something.
Do a strip here with wedge file. That way it's up away from the tire.
I'm thinking that because that thing could come out and be put in
You know what I'm saying?
somewhere else.
With that being said, you can almost just do a
Also
second
cost,
bracket
yeah.
to bolts into the same bolts
You could, yeah.
and
wants it all
kick it out because that's going to make the manufacturing easier. The sheet yield on the product is much better if you can break into 2 parts.
Yeah.
It'll drive down the overall cost.
How many nuts and bolts hold this one together? Not 50.
Currently 16. 16 carriage bolts at the moment. That shouldn't change. That's as many holes as the chain box has.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also, Mike, I remember we said we were going to record all of this. Yeah. Probably give you an introduction. So this is Mike. Mike, step into frame, say hello to the camera.
Hello to the camera.
Mike is one of the guys that works here. And then Clayton, you saw him. Clayton can come back and say hello. Andrew's back hiding behind the camera, shaking his head at me.
Why so awkward, bud?
Why
I
so
thought that was normal.
We cannot start with Letterkenny references, Mike.
Oh, sorry.
So where do we go from here? Andrew? You are the only one in this group of 4 people that has an engineering degree.
That's just a piece of paper with my name on it.
Nonetheless.
I mean, we have a solution to the wedge and file holder. It's a wedge and file holder that bolts on the saw boss.
It's true.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're pretty reasonably priced, pretty affordable.
it's true.
So
Paper towel holder.
Clayton is on this paper towel holder thing. And I'm not saying no. What do you guys think? Because my thought is, when you go to put a paper towel holder on your tractor, you can only put it there if the tractor's not going to be out in the rain getting wet. And the idea was to mount it below the toolbox. Now, not here because the tire's right here, but when the toolbox is up there in a standard configuration, to have a paper towel holder below it.
how about a bracket in the front of the saw boss?
Isn't there already a bracket in front of the sawboss?
No, on the face.
So you want to do paper towel holder on the face of the sawboss?
If you want to build a paper towel holder, it looks like the only place for it.
Can he engineer waterproof paper towels?
No.
We'd probably all be very rich if we could.
Well, it's
Kind of defeats the purpose of the paper towels, though, if they don't absorb water.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of hard to wipe your hands with a paper bag and plastic bag. You know, which one soaks up more?
Done. Got oil on my hands and wiped them off on tires just to get some.
When I was a tech, when I'd get grease on my hands, I'd find a random spot on the inner sidewall of the tire and fling it off.
That's what I mean. Just squeegee it off.
This truck's gonna get on the road and it's gonna come off of there,
Yeah.
and it's not on my hand anymore.
I did that the other day in the garage. It looked like a booger. I was like,
Flicked it off.
The grease. You gotta have it though. I really do like that though. I mean, there's a lot of times where you're working with chainsaws and you're doing the bar and chain, you get gas on your hands, and you don't want it to just stay there because the gas soaks into your skin and it stinks. And you want some hope to get that off a little bit faster.
Wouldn't it be better to build like a affordable standalone paper towel holder that just mounts on your ROPS?
A dispenser, right? Something you can flip out the lid and pull one out and it rips off and you close the lid.
Maybe.
About a tube of those,
Or something designed to hold the tube with the wet wipes.
the wet wipes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Lindsay buys me the boxes that have the dispenser built into them.
Yep.
So they're garage towels.
Yeah,
So I
the
just-
white ones. Those are probably a little on the bulky side to mount on the tractor, though.
Yeah.
Because that box is probably 1 cubic foot.
Yeah.
I say it's on the bulky side to mount on a tractor, and I'm standing next to this huge conglomerate of a bulky
Yeah.
mess. But
You're true.
so, what's our next step? I feel like making this taller. Make this edge taller.
You got press brake room to do that.
Yeah, it's not a problem to make it a little taller. The lower we can keep this, the more we can fit out of the sheet. The
yeah.
less our material cost, the less our overall product cost. We'll probably go with more of that. I think that's probably going to do
You're
it.
going to
for
get
this.
about
Your head moving back there is just messing me up behind the camera.
17 a sheet, I want to say, give or take.
They don't need to know that.
Okay, well, cut that out then, I guess.
I mean, they could probably figure it out if they really wanted to, but
I just did.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to order those straps. I'm going to call that company, get the order actually placed. They'll get here. I think the lead time was 5 to 7 days to have them built because they're built from scratch and they're custom to our specs. This is a proof of concept that I think works.
Where do the straps go? Oh, there's a. Okay. So they kind of.
Yeah, so when the strap isn't tight and nothing's in there,
Permanent.
it can't go anywhere.
Oh,
It's totally jammed in place, so
Yep.
it can't fall out. And it's just
Perfect.
one big endless loop. There's no hooks to deal with.
And if you rip it or something, or it gets too shitty, you can replace it easy.
It wouldn't be very hard to replace. Yeah, so the material and the straps that I'm going to order are significantly nicer than this.
Yeah.
Like much.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that they stand up pretty good to abuse. And that's why I'm spending the extra money on something much nicer.
Even ratchet straps sometimes hold up to some crazy things. 'Cause they're
That's
kind of
about
like
what this-
seatbelt material.
That's about what this is like a cheap ratchet strap material.
Yeah.
Where the stuff that we're ordering is I believe it's a tube, and they call it a tube webbing, and
Okay.
that's flattened after it's made as a tube. So it's extremely strong. It's got some working load limits way beyond what this entire thing could even possibly weigh. But the biggest question is whether over a lot of bumps, this stays tight and the things don't shake around too excessively. I think that's the number one question we've got. Do you agree, Andrew?
I would say so.
Okay, so we can't do anything right away, but we are gonna mount one of these in the back of a snowmobile and take it for an absolute rip. Or a friend of ours is gonna take it for a rip. And hopefully we're gonna be able to get a camera on it to watch what happens. And then we'll go from there. So we plan on breaking all these sharp edges with sandpaper. On this one, we didn't do it, but we plan on going into sandpaper and breaking the sharp edges to make sure, Andrew plans on breaking the sharp edges with sandpaper. He was giving me a real funny look back there.
Well, Andrew doesn't plan on it. Andrew did it.
Oh, Andrew did do it on this one? I take that back. Andrew did do it on this one. But that was a topic of discussion.
Oh yeah.
This one, I don't know if it got broke, but
Not where the strap is.
where the strap is, Mike will have to
I swiped it with a sandpaper.
take a strip of sandpaper and go in there and just break the hard edge.
Yep.
We just don't want anything to pull and
Yeah.
cut the strap.
Absolutely.
So it'll take an extra minute, but I think it's definitely worth it. This has got a bit of adjustment built into it, so it can kind of slide back and forth. I'm pretty happy with version 1. I think
Yeah.
version 2 will make a little bit taller here. And we'll have our updated strap. And we'll take that and put it on the back of the snowmobile and go for a ride. Cool. We'll call it a wrap. We'll see you guys in video 3. Go Bills.